Hi, it's Jodie and today I'm going to be filming my February wrap up. So my reading month wasn't great. It started off really well and then I read Crescent City and then didn't read anything after that. So yeah, there's that massive book hangover after I finished that book. So I just didn't want to pick anything up for like a week. So I didn't read as much as I wanted to and I didn't tick off as many books from my February TBR as I wanted either, but yeah, oh well. So I read a total of 6 books this month and I had some 5-star reads, I think a 2 or 2.5-star read, and then maybe a 4-star read. I don't remember, I'll have to check my Goodreads. But yeah, 6 books. So yeah, one of them was a very big one and I don't think this is too bad. Oh no, there's makeup on this book. That's embarrassing. So in February I finished the 2nd book in the Grisha Trilogy, which is Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. So I rated this book 2 stars. I think it is the most pointless and just boring book I've ever read in a series. Like, I just did not understand what the plot was in this book. Like, nothing really happened that was that significant. Like, it kind of played out the same way as the first one in a way to me. Like, I don't know, we were just, I don't want to give spoilers, but it was just boring. Like, it was just constantly the same things happening over and over again. It ended exactly how I thought it would, with absolutely nothing further driven towards the plot. I just don't understand like why this was necessary. This may as well have been an extension to the first book or an intro to the third, because it was just pointless. It was basically the main character just constantly reminding us of who she is, what she's capable of, and how scared of the Darkling she is. And yeah, that's it. Like, I don't know, I just thought it was just really boring. It had no substance to it at all and I just did not enjoy it. And that, yeah, just don't like the main character. There's nothing interesting about her. She is just so bland, not written very well at all in my opinion, and Mal is just the most irrelevant thing ever. I just do not understand the point of his character. He does nothing but irritate me and pretty much, by the sounds of it, the other characters in the book. And I don't know, I just did not like this book. I liked the first book, but this one I just thought was pointless. I struggled to get through this book. So yeah, I gave it 2 stars. I am still continuing with the series. I want to read the 3rd one because, like I said, I did enjoy the first book and I do like the actual world and the story. I just don't really like a lot of the characters and this book was just not for me. But I'm hoping the 3rd one will make up for it and I'll really enjoy the 3rd book. So yeah, that's the first book, not a great rating. So next I read the Heartstopper series. So I read all 3 volumes this month. So I read volumes 1, 2 and 3 and I absolutely loved these. I gave them all 5 stars because they are just the most adorable, cute and fuzzy reads ever. They are so easy to read. I love the characters and it's just really lovely. Like, if you're thinking about reading these, then you should. The romance that blossoms throughout all 3 volumes is just so cute and I just love the characters and the story, and I don't know, there's just something about these. They're just really nice. And I read them all in one sitting each because you just can't put them down, and I can't wait for volume 4 already. Basically they are about 2 teenage boys. One knows his sexuality and hasn't long come out and was bullied for it, and another guy doesn't really know what his sexuality is. He's never considered being anything but straight until he meets our main character and starts to develop feelings and then starts to question his sexuality, and their friendship kind of becomes something more, and it's just really nice story that will make you feel very happy and warm inside. So I'd highly recommend reading these. The next book I read was another graphic novel, and that was the Mortal Instruments Volume 1 graphic novel. So I rated this 4 stars, but having thought about it, I'd probably rate it 3.5. I just feel like 4 stars might be a little bit too high, but I did really enjoy it. It is literally just a telling you the story of City of Bones, but this only goes up to a certain point. It's not the whole story. This was really good. If you like City of Bones, then you're obviously going to love this, and I really enjoyed it. I really like the illustrations. I just wish they'd been in colour like it is on the cover, but I just think like 4 stars is a bit too high to rate something like this. I don't know, but yeah, I give it like a 3.5 stars. I did really enjoy it. I've got volumes 2 and 3 and I'm hoping to read those soon, and this was just a really easy read. Like, it's just a very abbreviated version of City of Bones, which is obviously about shadow hunters, and Clary, who is the main character for City of Bones. So yeah, it was really fun and I enjoyed it, and yeah. Lastly, we have my new favourite book. So this book was a book that had me crying, it had me smiling, it had me laughing out loud, and it just had me up and down with emotions, and I absolutely loved it. It is literally like, if anyone asked me what books to recommend them, like what if I had to choose just one, I'd say this book every time, because it is that good. Like, I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, but this book is just it deserves all the stars, and I give it all the stars, and you have to read it whether you're a fan of this author or not. I think you will still love it either way, and that is Crescent City by Sarah J Maas, A House of Earth and Blood. So I rated this 5 stars obviously, and this was a very, very big book. It was just a little over or just under 800 pages. I read this book over the course of like a week and a half or 2 weeks maybe. I took my time with it. I did not want to rush it. I didn't want it to be over, so I kept having to put it down and stop reading. Don't let the size of this book intimidate you, because no part of this book is boring. Every single chapter is entertaining and just makes you want to read it more and more, and I just can't recommend it enough. I have uploaded my reading vlog for this with my review, so if you do want to hear all my thoughts on it, then I will link that video down below and you can find out exactly what I thought of it. I also posted my review onto my Waterstones bookseller account, so if you would like to read my review, I will also link that down below in the description. But yeah, this book was just absolutely incredible, and I am obsessed with the characters in this book. I'm obsessed with everything about it. I even bought myself this little angel necklace. It looks like this. Myself this little angel necklace inspired by Hunt, and yeah, I'm obsessed with angels now, so there's that. But yeah, this book is just amazing. 5 stars. My favourite book I've read this year, probably will be my favourite book throughout the entire year, because it's just that amazing. That is all the books that I read this month. I had a weird reading month, and yeah, I'm really happy that I read Crescent City though and gave it 5 stars, because it's just made me so happy. The only problem is it's put me in the biggest hangovers like ever, like reading slump kind of. Like, no book kind of compares to how good it was, so yeah, that's been the only problem to reading such a good book. But I am really happy with the books I read. Reading 6 books is great for me, and I'm hoping I can keep like reading that many books roughly each month. So those are all the books that I read this month. If you have read any of these books, then please do leave your comments down below, because I'd love to talk to you about them. If you like this video, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to, and yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye!